everyone, it's Pixelade here and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. So we have a lot to talk about with The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature in today's video. So the Sims team finally shared the somethingisgrowing.com site on their official channels, even though it had been floating around in the community for a while. And not only did they post a recap of all 5 teaser slides, they also dropped the behind the scenes footage confirming how they actually built the world for the teasers, and that has sparked a whole new wave of conversation online. Now, I'm gonna get into that later on in the video, but to start, we're gonna go over everything that we know so far about this upcoming expansion pack, what's confirmed, what's still speculation, and what it might all mean for the pack when it drops next month in July. So we're gonna start with the official stuff. If it wasn't already obvious, the pack is titled Enchanted by Nature and it's arriving on July 10th. The world is called Innisgreen, and based on the website, it's made up of 3 neighborhoods. We have a quiet waterfront town, obsessed with gnomes, a grove where nature and civilization blend, and a magical forest that seems tied directly to the fairies themselves. The world itself is lush, green, and mystical looking, and it is 100% confirmed that we're getting actual fairy Sims. These are full-body occults with wings, abilities, and interactions, and you can even see one of them casting a spell or something on a regular Sim. Now that ties directly into the 5th teaser from the site, which talks about fairies having powers like nurturing plants and influencing emotions. As for gameplay, there are some major shakeups that are hinted in the site teasers. One section specifically talks about waking up under the stars with no plumbing and no beds, and even surviving on what you can find in nature. That sounds like some kind of off-the-grid or rags to riches challenge gameplay baked into the world. It's not confirmed exactly how it'll work, but it's extremely likely we're getting support for that play style. And we also know there are 3 new traits: plant lover, mystical, and disruptive. On top of that, there's a new ailment system. It sounds like Sims will get affected by magical sicknesses, and to cure it, you'll need to level up the brand new apothecary skill, which is confirmed coming. We just don't fully know how it works yet. There's also a mention of a new career path. There are no specifics on this one either, but based on the wording, I think it might connect to herbalism, potions, or fairy related roles. Now keep in mind, we do have the herbalism skill, which did come with Outdoor Retreat, and we do have gameplay that's tied to other game packs like Realm of Magic, which in itself is sparking its own debate, as people are saying this is just another pack built on a pack, but I do believe it's going to be different, and I also hope that they connect in some sort of way. Now visually, we spotted a bunch of new details from the leaked screenshot, including a purple skin fairy Sims, new plants, a possible new roof type, and build by assets. One image even showed a Sim sleeping outside on the ground, and another Sim in that picture interacting with a massive gnome statue. There's also a giant mushroom or plant-shaped structure in the background of the center shot. I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be, and we don't even know if it's livable, but based on the Sims team's history, I'm thinking it's probably a decorative rabbit hole, but it's still gonna add to the fantasy vibe of the new world. Now to go deeper on the roofing, we caught a glimpse of some potential flat roofing, which might hint at a roof toll update coming in the July 1st update. Now that's still speculation, but the shape looks different from what we can do in-game right now. You can manipulate the roofs to be almost flat, but not entirely flat. And in this screenshot, it does look completely flat, though I do want to say it's possible it might not be flat because of A, the quality of the image, and 2, because it's so off to the side, maybe there's some distortion, so I can't really say it's confirmed, though it does look likely. I still have to say it's speculation as of now. So here's the full content schedule that we're working with. June 12th, which is now only 5 days away, we have our expansion reveal trailer. June 24th, the Nature's Calling in-game event, followed by the gameplay trailer on the 26th. On the first day of July, we have our base game update. 10 days later, our expansion pack release, and August 19th, our second free base game update is arriving. Now, I want to talk about the latest update the Sims team has dropped. We have a behind-the-scenes look at how they built the miniature set for the website. It's completely made from clay, 3D prints, and glow-in-the-dark paint, all of this being real practical effects effects, none of which is digital or AI, which leads us into this controversy. Now, when the teasers first started to roll out, there were a lot of simmers online that started accusing it of being generative AI, and I do get it. The internet is so full of AI generated content as of late that people don't really know what's real anymore. But to confirm, this was handmade and the Sims team actually showed the work that went into it. There's clay modeling, hand painting, and even physical lighting. The entire thing was crafted from scratch. And all this kind of brings me to something that I want to bring up here in this video. Dead internet theory. This is the idea that most of what we're seeing online now isn't even made by humans. It's all bot, AI, and algorithm fed garbage. And I think people are so jaded by it that when they do see something real, something handcrafted like this miniature set, their first instinct is to assume it's fake or it's AI generated. And honestly, that's extremely depressing because there's still real artistry that's happening online and real humans that are making creative things. And when people are so quick to shout that's AI without trying to check or look for patterns or inconsistencies, it can honestly be really demoralizing for the artist that's behind all of this. And one Twitter user even weighed in under a post on this topic from Iron Seagull, writing, "I just think people should confirm that it's AI before minimizing someone's work for being AI. If I were the one who made this and a bunch of people would say this, I would be very unmotivated afterwards, not gonna lie." And I completely agree. It is getting harder and harder to distinguish between what artwork is generated by AI and what is actually real, and I think that's honestly very scary. But jumping to conclusions and accusing real artists and people that are putting so much hard work into this is just as damaging in my opinion. But it's just sad that we're at this point now where we're questioning everything. So with that aside, that is going to be everything that we know so far about Enchanted by Nature, the upcoming expansion pack for The Sims 4. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you think about the world of Venice Green, the fairy gameplay, and how you're feeling about the expansion now that we've seen so much more of it. Are you planning to pick this up on day one, or will you be waiting for reviews? That's gonna be it from me for this video. Thank you guys so much for clicking and watching. Take care and happy life simming, guys.